So Greg is somebody that I'm going to reach out to. We're going to do a phone call version of this, okay? And I'm going to give you different scenarios, right? This isn't going to go perfect by any means, but I'm going to give you different scenarios. So I call Greg up. Ring, ring, ring.
Hello, this is Greg.
Hey, Greg, it's Josh Holdaway. How you doing, man?
Good. How you doing, man? I haven't talked to you in a while.
Man, I am doing so good. Hey, I thanks for answering the phone here. I just got a couple minutes. I know you're busy too, but I got something super important I want to share with you. But before, so how's things going? How's Mena? How's the kids? How's everything going with you guys?
Everything's going awesome. Yeah, things are going good. How are you and Paula doing? How are the kids are going?
Man, we're doing good. We actually have two grandkids now.
Wow. What?
Yeah,
You're a grandpa,
people.
dude? That's crazy.
Don't start with the low blows. I know where you're about to go with that. But that's fine. But no, yeah, th things are good. I appreciate that, and I definitely want to catch up some more here. But I got something I want to share with you real quick, and I got a question for you. What do you know about stem cells?
I know they're parts that repair your body. I was looking to get some stem cell injections, and I was researching a little bit. I don't know a lot, but why do you ask?
Well, the reason I ask is I got involved with something I want to share with you here. There's something I didn't know. Did you know that by the time we hit 30 years old, we lose half of our stem cell activity, and by 60, we're lucky to have 10% of it left?
No, I had no idea.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. My next door neighbor's a doctor. He didn't know that, and but that's why we look the way we do and that we feel the way we do. And
Mhm.
I know you and I are pretty close in age. What do you mind me asking? Kind of what are some of the aging issues that you've got going on?
I've had all kinds of crazy stuff. I had a car accident, all kinds of stupid stuff. So I've been had pain for the past 6 years. It's been nuts.
Ugh. Well, I'm going to give you a quick story and then I want to share something with you here. I'm not going to take too much of your time. So a little over 2 years ago, a buddy of mine reached out to me. I was similar, right? I'm your age, but I had knee issues in a massive way. My shoulder hurt, all this stuff. So my doctor wanted to do knee surgery, didn't want to do that. I looked into stem cell injections. They wanted $10,000 for that. So I said no. Fortunately, a buddy of mine reached out 2 weeks later, told me about a wearable technology that activates your own dormant stem cells, the ones that are going to sleep. And so I said, sure, looked into it. And then sure enough, we started using it, started seeing energy, started sleeping better. And then 2 weeks later, all of my knee issues went away, like all of them. And that was over 2 years ago.
Very cool.
Isn't that
Awesome.
awesome?
It is.
So you got 5 minutes for me?
Yeah, actually, you caught me a good time.
Okay, awesome. Greg, I'm going to do this real quick. I know you're on the phone there. I appreciate your time here. I'm not going to take much, but I'm going to send you a video real quick. I'm going to text it over to you. I'm going to send you a website, and it's got a number of different things on it. I just want you to watch the first video. It's 3 minutes long, and it may auto-populate on there, but just hit pause, hit the volume, but hit play. Watch that, right? I'm going to send it to you right now, and then I'm going to call you back in 5 minutes. Does that work?
Yeah, sure. Send it to me right now. No problem. I'll do
Okay,
it.
man. I'll call you. I'll talk to you in 5 minutes. I'll be right back.
In a world searching for answers, one discovery is changing everything.
An empowered life has no expiration date. We're all created to do.
All right, stop share. All right, okay, I'm back. All right, Greg, you still out there? You're still out there. Okay, so that was part one, right? Pretty simple to do that, right? We're just having a quick conversation, sharing that video. All the stuff that we want to say about the technology, the business is all there in 3 minutes. So we don't have to stumble over and how do I say it's all there. I wish so much we would have had this 2.5 years ago. My goodness gracious, I'm getting it going again on this. So before we go on this next part, what I want you to understand is there's a couple of different ways that we can share it, right? We can do just like I said, and then share it with Greg, and then say I'm going to call you back in 5 minutes. If you want to keep them on the phone and just say, hey, I'm gonna text this to you. Let me know when you get the text on that video. Yeah, I got it. Okay, play that first video. All right, I'll hold here. Wait till you're done, and then you're still on the phone with them, and then have that conversation with them then. All right. The other part, obviously, is if you're in front of somebody, if you're having a conversation with somebody, I don't know about you, but I think most people have their phone with them, right? Or your iPad or whatever, then just have that same conversation. Just say, I want to show you a video real quick. Don't just say, hey, I've got this stem cell. Oh, yeah, can you send me some information? And then you send them, this is at info.com, and then they run as fast as they can. You never hear from them again, right? So raise your hand if you send somebody, this is at info.com, and they haven't got back with you because they have to read everything, right? Everybody. Right? So do it right in front of him and have him watch us. Okay, so we chose option one where I texted to him and he read it. So now I'm calling him back. So what we're going to do now is we're going to play a couple different scenarios with you because I don't know about you guys, but when you get a hold of somebody, is everybody just raising their hand and say, yes, I want to get into this business right away and I want to go SPD and sign up for everything? Is that ever happening to you guys? No, that's so weird. All right, so we're going to go through a couple scenarios. So scenario one is not for me. So I'm calling Greg back. Hey, Greg.
Hey,
Hey, thanks for watching that. Tell me what do you like about it?
is this one of those MLM things by any chance?
Let me ask you, do you like MLM?
I've been part of different ones. They don't work. I don't like them. Just don't care for it at all.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, man. I felt the same way. That's actually why I said no to this thing in the first place. But fortunately, it's nothing like that at all. So, but yeah, so it's nothing like that. Is this something you're still interested in kind of taking a look at?
I don't know. I'm not interested. I might be interested, in a product or something, but dude, I just, I don't think it's for me, man. I appreciate you reaching out to me. I hope you're doing good, but I got to go now. So let's just talk in the future, okay?
You got it, buddy. Hey, thanks for checking this video. I really appreciate it. You want to hook back up and talk about life with you. But hey, do you mind if I just reach back out to you in 6 months just to let you know how things are going?
Yeah, that's fine. No problem.
All right,
Cool.
buddy. Hey, man, have a good day.
Say hi to Paul for me, okay? Take care.
All right, we'll
Thanks.
do. See ya. All right, so that's it, guys. We're not trying to convince Greg to get in the business, right? We showed him that.
That was hard to do, by the way.
What's that?
That was hard to do. You watch the video, like if you're not cited, they're like, forget it. They're Dane Bramage. Sorry, go ahead.
You're done. You're done. Okay. So scenario two is I'm interested in the technology, but need more information, not ready to jump on it. So calling back up. Hey, Greg, what'd you like most about the video?
This sounds awesome. If it can help me, like it's helped you, get rid of the pain and stuff like that's great. So what's the cost on this, and how does that all work?
So it's basically it's $100 per month for a sleeve. You get sleeve and you get 30 patches in there. So a sleeve is good for one person for a month.
Okay, so if I just can I like Venmo you $100, or how does that work?
No, so here, let me set this up. Greg likes it, but needs more information. And
There you go.
he's
Okay,
trying to
good.
kick it down the road a little bit. So if somebody needs some more information, guys, all we have to say is awesome. I did too. So here's what we do. That website that I just sent you that you watched the first video, there's 3 more videos there that's about 8 minutes total. So I want you to go in there and watch that information, right? And that website has everything about the science and the technology, nothing about the business, but watch the 3 videos. But you can see the PubMed.gov articles, the patents, testimonies, everything. We've got a number of doctors that are on our team, and they spent a full day on that thing. So feel free to dig into that, and then I'll reach back out to you. Well, should I? And today's Sunday. Should I reach back out to you Monday or Tuesday? When do you think you'd be able to?
I'm pretty busy tomorrow, so let's do Tuesday. Can you reach out to me Tuesday night?
Yeah, Tuesday works. What time's good for you?
I get off work at 5, so let's plan on 6:30. Does that work?
6:30 is great. So Greg, if I reach out to you at 6:30, will you have gone through that website?
Yeah, definitely. I'll have it done.
Okay, awesome. All right, we'll do. I'll call you Tuesday at 6:30.
Thanks for calling, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. And guys, I don't know if you noticed what we did at the end there is we not only did we say a date and a time, not hey, just I'll reach back out to you, but then if I reach back out to that and at that time, will you have watched the website, right? So now that puts that fire that he's got to do that because he knows that I'm calling him, right? All right. So scenario 3, he wants to try the product, but he's not interested in the business side of it. So let's hit me up with that. So hey, Greg, what'd you like
Hey.
most about the video?
That sounds great. I think the product sounds great. Again, I'm not really looking. I saw the business kind of aspect of it. I'm not looking at that, but I'd be interested in finding out more about the product. Can you tell me more about how to get it and everything else?
Yeah, so what's funny is that's actually exactly what happened with me, right? My buddy called me up and told me about this. He said that he told me about the product. I watched a video just like you did, and I just signed up immediately. I said, I'll try this for $100 a month. It's a lot better than the $10,000 I was about to throw down on stem cell activation. He did share the business. I said the same thing that you did. In fact, I told him to kick rocks, which is weird, but whatever. But then down the road I started doing something different with it. So and we can talk about that later. But here's the cool thing. This literally takes me about 2-3 minutes. I have a form in front of me here. I'll just take a little bit of information and then I can get you guys going. I'll literally have these things in the mail. Today's Sunday. I'll have them in the mail on Monday. You'll get them on Wednesday. And then I'm going to share some videos and different things with you, including a tracker so you can track your 90 days. Does that work?
That would be awesome. So what's the cost on it again?
$100 per month, and I'm going to show you a couple different packages. Would you and Mena both be wanting to wear this?
Yeah, she's gonna want to use it too. So yeah, for both of us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you'll want to do the advanced program for that. So let me go over a couple packages with you, okay?
Okay, perfect.
All right, awesome. Hey, one last thing before we get going on this thing is I just want to throw a bug in you. You know, I didn't tell you kind of where I've gone with this thing. I said no about the business side, and then all of a sudden I started sharing it naturally, and that turned into 4 people, then 40, then 400, and we now have 4,000. So I would just ask you, be open down the road to the business side because I was closed-minded, and now I can't. You'll understand later on why I was so excited about talking to you.
If the product works for me, then maybe I might know some people because, yeah, it is. I just let me try it first, and if it works for me, then we can talk from there.
All right, right on. All right, thanks, Greg. All right, last one. Last scenario, Greg liked the video, right? And all right, so Greg, hey, what'd you like about the video?
Dude, this is awesome. So you've been working with us for how long?
A little over 2 years.
Whoa, and you didn't call me sooner?
I felt that too. My guy got in 6 months before he called me, so I know what you're feeling about that.
So this is crazy. So my wife and I've been praying. We've been looking for an opportunity. I've got some issues going on. My wife has some different stuff going on. So do you think this would help? Because I've had a car accident, I got a bunch of neck pain, back pain, stuff like that. Do you think they'll be able to help me with that?
Greg, there's been so many testimonies. We got 4,000 people on our team. I just got in because I had knee issues and some shoulder stuff. The testimonies we have across the nation are amazing, way beyond that. So some questions, but if somebody just says, I like the video, that seems great. That seems awesome. Most people aren't going to go right into it. They're going to say, I like the video. What I want to make sure that we give ourselves the opportunity to say is, awesome. What interests you the most about that? The technology, the business, or both?
Got
Right.
it.
And the reason we want to say that is because the fact that we want to talk about the business side as well. Obviously, they're going to like the technology, but when they talk about both, and then I'm going to ask you, Greg, what is it about the business that interests you?
I don't like my job. If I can replace my income, that'd be amazing. But even if I said I have some extra money, I'd like to be able to pay down the debt pretty quickly. But that's what we've been looking for other opportunities like crazy.
Okay, awesome, awesome. So, guys, real quick, the reason I did that now is I didn't ask him what his why is, but if you ask him why he's interested in the business side, he's given us his why right there, right? So that we talk about that. Now here's where we go. And again, you'd be quiet about that. And then so I'm going to say, hey, great, this company, Greg, grew from 20 million to $640 million in the last 4 years. And by the way, LifeWave pays out 60% of that to brand partners like you and I. So
Wow.
this is amazing. So we got two options to get you going here. I'll let you choose either one. Number one, we know each other pretty well. It takes me about 5 minutes. I can get you plugged into the system here, get you in there, and then I want to set you up and I want to do a Zoom with you and show you how everything works, show you how the back office works, show you what I'm doing. And then we can do that. I could put you in the system right now if that works for you. Or option two, if you need to take a little bit of deeper dive and maybe have Mena with you, then we can schedule a Zoom or do something like that. And then you can see the full picture before jumping in. Which one works best for you?
Dude, sign me up. I'm interested.
All right, awesome. All right, so that's cool. And then who knows that that's not usually what happens, right? People usually don't say sign me up. So if they
Yeah,
say,
I was fired up and interested. So
yeah. So if they want to do a Zoom, then we've got a couple options, right? So today's Sunday. Hey, guess what? So all right, that's awesome. Let's do a Zoom. Is Mena going to be around tonight?
I can check with her. What time are you thinking?
Well, so I got a few options with Zooms. I have an 8 o'clock one tonight, and
Mhm.
then tonight, and then I've got 7 o'clock tomorrow and a 7 o'clock on Wednesday that show the whole business plan. Which one would work best for you?
I think tonight should work. Let me can't check with her, but you send me the information. I'll definitely jump on, but let me check for sure that she's available. If she's available, then we'll both be on.
Yep, awesome. All right, so then we're done, right? We've got them set up for the Zoom.